All right, guys, hope all is well. This is going to be the first video of 2025. The market was open beginning of the week, but I just thought I'd let it kind of open for a few days before doing a video. It was also open kind of like Thursday, Friday, but I didn't really look at too much that was happening, but kind of going on for the week and for the rest of the time, we will have a look. So, first of all, first one I'm going to look at is I'm going to be looking at Ethereum. For time being, I'm going to be looking at Ethereum, Bitcoin, gold, Euro, pound, sorry, not Euro, pound JPY, Euro, JPY, AUD, USD, and potentially as well, um, UK 100. So I am gonna be looking at those or most of these all of the time being. So if you guys got any questions about any of these, then please let me know. Sometimes, obviously, I'm gonna be looking at some more than others. But just going on for the week, and for the kind of going on to the year, these are gonna be my main focuses. So Ethereum, let's check it out. So we can remove all of this. So let's go monthlies and do whatever we need to do. Okay, cool. So Ethereum, what can you see? Well, we've had one big massive run. We came back down and we have failed to kind of break this high, but that doesn't mean we still can't kind of continue higher. Point of liquidity obviously is going to be up here. High time frames can be looking for psych level 5,000 to be met. That is something that is on the cards. Cool. Also, what I'm seeing now is let's go on the 3 month. So a lot of all of this has been filled in here on the monthly. What I can see is I can see a super clean fair value gap in here. Weekly now we can see that fair value gap has now where's my tools? That fair value gap has now come into here, and you can see we can drag that across, and that is now an inverted fair value gap, which is giving me more signs and indication that price is going to want to come down in here. What major psychological level do we have down here? You can see we have that level 3,000, which is one thing that I've been eyeing up. 3,000. And from there, what are we kind of looking at? So we did basically run this high, very, very minor, but we did run it. So now really what I'm waiting to see is if we're gonna get some sort of move. Oops. Oh no. Sorry. See if we're gonna get some sort of move like so, and see if we can then kind of run off into 5,000 areas. I would not even be surprised if price wanted to come down and then we were just going to kind of consolidate and stuff and then actually go for a big run. But that is kind of what my overall picture is looking like on Ethereum. So I did have quite a nice trade going in from yesterday and day before yesterday, so Monday, Tuesday. I was waiting for this zone up here to get met. Why? Because we have a super clean fair value gap. You can see we had this high, we ran it, displacement, fair value gap looking to come down into intermediate liquidity, which is going to be this wick here, which is looking really nice. Any kind of form of a pullback to go lower could maybe be on the cards. We could maybe take this inversion on the daily to see potential pullbacks and then have a run lower. 12 hour, not that much. 4 hour, big fair value gap. One thing I was looking at is I was actually looking off this wick low here. So if we could get a run back up to then come back down, that could be something that could that we could look to play off. I did catch a nice trade in here at the beginning of the week of this. I was actually looking off, there was a fair value gap within here, and I was taking this whole zone. Let's just go down into it. I believe it was actually a 5 minute, but price actually did dig deep a bit lower, which is fine. So I have my longs, and luckily enough, I actually have my stop loss just here where price at Captain opened. So I had longs, and I was literally only targeting just the imbalance high. I did actually get another re-entry on this down in here, and I did look to hold my position, and I put my stops below this. When price started to come up, we closed above, and then literally on the 1 minute, then we just broke. We took me out, so that's fine. Now, after this, I thought we was gonna dig a bit deeper. I could have maybe like seen 3,750 get met. So there was another opportunity for a long in here. You can see break structure raid, looking for that fair value gap, but you can see we came in and then we just died off from there. That's fine. Now we can look to see if price is gonna want to come back off this zone. Now, I did originally have a sell limit in this point to target down to 3,000 as a swing trade. This to have to go either to this low or to 3,000. So that is really, really clean. But again, I'm just looking for those pullbacks to see if we can get in on another short move. So this for me is looking quite nice. You can see again rounding it up, psych levels 3,500. Look at that, really clean. Want to see a move back into 3,500. Then for the continuation shorts, take out our intermediate liquidity. So Ethereum looking nice for shorts. If we can kind of get any move in here, that would be nice. Bitcoin, we ran back up to 100K, like I said we would. Thought we were going to come in, dig a bit deeper in here, but we didn't. Again, well, first of all, let's kind of go, let's do a high time. Okay, so Ethereum, overall high time frames looking down into 3,000 and then potential longs. Bitcoin, 3 month, let's just map out our, okay. Monthly, massive fair value gap within here. Weekly, again, nothing. 3 day, nothing. All of this is basically just one big imbalance. So I would have liked to have seen price come into here, but we didn't. And if we didn't, that's fine. Doesn't mean we can't do it, but just means we didn't do it. So a few things could happen now. So we did, in fact, run out this low, and everyone saw these equal lows, and we was all expecting that. Yeah, amazing. So what I want to see now is if price is actually going to kind of die off a little bit. Could maybe come into 80,000s and start filling some of whatever is in here. Let's go 2 week. Yeah, it's big, big, big volume within here monthly. If we can map out 50% of this zone, what does that 50% line up with? 82K. So again, rounding that up, around 80,000 is looking quite nice on the cards. Again, same sort of situation. What we could be looking for on Bitcoin and Ethereum could just be looking to see a pullback and then the shorts. Where the pullbacks could come into, I'm not too sure. Maybe we can look first into this big volume area. With the news that's happening today, we could see something like this. That could be a major possibility. We also have a major key zone in here, which is now going to be our breaker block. Nice. I don't really use this indicator, but I'm going to use it just for the sake of today. What's view up telling us? Nothing. Okay, so the indicator I'm going to use is on my second chart. Coinbase. Oh, okay, so is it gonna work? Right. So this indicator is our VWAP. And this is basically showing you the most amount of volume kind of within a certain area. Now, a lot of people say like it lines up to this, it lines up to that. And in some ways it does, but also what I want to be looking for is where like there are these nodes that go really, really flat. Because even though there's like a lot of volume within here, this is where it indicates big fair value gaps. And you can see where there was literally no nodes that happened here, which is this fair value gap, then price then filled it back off. So it's not always something that I look at, but there has been sometimes just as like that extra confluence that it can help. So obviously do your own research on these. But yeah, overall looking for that hourly fair value gap to look to be filled and closed. That looks really clean. Okay, let's take this away. So Bitcoin looking for a run back up into 99,000 to then kind of come down. If not, we could just flush, and then that's fine. That is what that is. But overall, I am looking for sales off in and around this zone. Gold, um, gold. I am looking for longs. I was in a long from here, and I went to take it from this high, and as price started to gap, I closed it out. Um, so I'm a bit not stumped on gold. Let's go down. Okay, so Bitcoin again. Let's go into the daily time frames. I want to be looking for a move that is going to be potentially looking to take me a little bit short. Let's just so around 72, I want to see if we can get some reaction. If not, we could have one more run into this and then come back down. But I am just going to be going off the most recent zones and not going anything. So this is my potential zone. Gold, 3 month, just absolutely mooning. Half a year. Let's take this imbalance here. 3 month, same. Weekly, same. Small zone in here, nothing really too crazy. Weekly, 3 day. 3 day we are, well, a high time frame. We are trading between this zone and this zone. So this up here for me, I don't think or I don't believe is a high in the market. This was market open. If any of you know about session timings, you know for a damn fact this is going to get taken. Don't know when that's going to be, but that's going to get taken. So I'm obviously looking for longs. We have a 4 hour fair value gap here, which I was waiting to be filled. We do have a lot of news today, which could determine a lot of things. What I do want to see is we are trading between this, well, this low. Technically, this low and this high because we shifted above this intermediate structure here. So I was looking to see if price was gonna come down and then take us out, come down and then come up and fill something within here because I can imagine there is and take out all this liquidity, or we could moon and then maybe come back down. I do think we could either go higher or lower in all fairness. I mean, all of this is just basically end of year liquidity. So price could downright sell rally and then come back down, and then we could start pushing higher. But even if price was to do that and come back down, we're still bullish overall because that is just going to be like a higher time frame extension leg the monthly. That is just going to be a simple leg. So just because we do come down doesn't mean that we are bullish. Yes, we have come into big zones of imbalance within here, but I do think price could have a draw on liquidity and then actually start coming back down. So obviously we're gonna have to wait and see what happens with gold. Let me go. So for the here and now though, see, now I really was looking for something down here, just but with the FOMC, is it today? Um, Wednesday. Where are we? What day are we today? I'm looking at the wrong week. Yeah, FOMC meeting 7. So there is going to be quite a lot of activity today. So I would like to kind of see what happens with that. But yeah, gold, I'm just going to sit on my hands for a moment, kind of let that develop and see which side it wants to go. Um, Pound JPY, we are looking for potential longs. Remove all my drawings. Let's go 6 month. 6 month, what can you see? We are looking to kind of push and dig more into this 3 month. Again, we are coming into this massive supply zone, which we have come into the 50%, which again is really nice to see. We can then draw that up and go into here again. You can see price wick that high. That's fantastic. Again, dropping it down. I still think this is just going to be a draw on liquidity personally for me. Again, you can see we have this liquidity drawing with on here weekly, daily. Daily looks like we are pushing down a little bit, which is fine. One thing I am looking at though is I am looking at this overall psych level 2000. Always look for where your major psych levels are. So this is 2000 with the idea that obviously price could have a run up. 12-hour, what do we have? Nothing really. 8-hour, nothing. You can see we had this big range volume in here. 4-hour, nothing. 1 hour, cool. Within this volume, we had this fair value gap in here. If I take this across. Hopefully I have a setting called failed. There we go. Fair value gap in here. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, and we also have this whole zone up here. Cool. So I'm actually looking to take a bit of a swing on this. We have a lot of liquidity resting in the form of highs here. We have really nice liquidity forming here. And obviously we have this draw on liquidity right here. And you can see we have perfectly equal highs. Fantastic. Love to see it. So what I'm waiting for now is I am just going to wait for a simple pullback and long. We use our fib from our high to our low. Why? Because this is where we had a breaker structure. Price came down. We dumped. Price came back up again. We invalid this zone, we came back down, we raided, then we pushed. This is our high, this is our low, this is our new high. So again, you can see where my fib range lines up, which is in where my high time frame zone is. And you can see my fib extensions are hitting these levels and this level, which is close to my 2000 range. Absolutely cream. So what I will be doing is we can do that. We can take that fair value gap thing away because I know it's there, but I'm just waiting for something a bit deeper to happen. We go to my days, what we got? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday. Daily range, this fair value gap, and if you can literally see that is literally lining up 50% of exactly where I'm looking to trade from, which is so amazing. So shorts, longs could maybe see a run into Psych 1960. That's a bit deep for me. I don't know if I'm waiting for that, but definitely waiting for an accumulation in here to then ride longs for the rest of the week. So we have Monday, which was bullish. Tuesday, Wednesday, this is our correction. Tuesday, Wednesday, and then hopefully we can be doing something like this and then going on like the rest of the week beyond it. So yeah, pound JPY looking really, really nice for longs. I love that. Um, Euro pound, waiting for the same thing, not 100% gonna sit and wait on this one. We could potentially come down. We did come down into here, and I did have an order in, and when price was kind of pushing up, I only was targeting this high. Um, Again, I could still see bullish movements on this. Do want to see if we can maybe just come back down slightly a bit more, maybe come into this inversion. But for the time being, we're looking all right. For shorts, yeah, I was looking for this zone to see if price is going to pull back into, but we didn't. Again, that's fine. Yeah, pound JPY, waiting for that. UK 100, nothing. AUD USD was looking off of this 4 hourly zone. Actually, this hourly zone, sorry. But nothing has really, I'm not in this. So yeah, if you guys got any questions, I did say in the group that I was gonna we could be doing sessions and stuff going forward, which is fine. Um a few people have messaged me about them, so I will get back to you later today. But if you guys got any questions about this, please let me know. Feel free to fire away, and I will help everyone as much as I can. All right, guys. Bye bye.